The first two terms of an infinite geometric sequence are given. Question AI. Find an expression for R is the common ratio in terms of theta. And the common ratio can be found as any term divided by the previous, and we can find it as the second term divided by the first. So it becomes 12 times sine squared of theta divided by 18, and it's 2/3 times sine squared of theta. The next, find the possible values of R, and we can see that theta changes from 0 to 2 pi, and 0 and 2 pi are excluded. It's because sine of 0 or 2 pi is 0 and R is 0, which is impossible, and sine value it's y coordinate, and you can see that just sine of theta changes from -1 to 1 included and sine of theta cannot be 0. It's because theta changes from 0 to 2 pi. It's complete revolution. So sine y coordinate changes from -1 to 1 except 0. And then sine squared of theta changes from 0 excluded up to 1 included. Hence, R changes from 0 excluded up to 2/3 included. The next shows that the sum of the infinite sequence is equal to. So since it's about the sum up to infinity, we use the formula, and it says that it is equal to the first term, it's 18, it's given, divided by 1 minus ratio, and ratio is 2/3 sine times sine squared of theta. And we can see that we need just rewrite sine squared in terms of cosine of 2 theta, and we know doubling the formula that cosine of 2 theta it's 1 minus 2 times sine squared of theta. Hence it becomes 18 1 minus 2/3 multiplied by 1 minus cosine of 2 theta divided by 2, and you can see that 2 cancels, and multiplying each term in numerator and denominator by 3, we get that it's 54 3 minus 1 minus cosine of 2 theta, and we get that it's 54 3 minus 1, which is 2, minus minus plus cosine of 2 theta as required. And the next, find the values of theta which give the greatest value of the sum. Definitely you may use differentiation, but the sum to infinity, it's what the first term, which is constant, divided by 1 minus ratio, and sum to be the greatest, 1 minus R must be the smallest. So 1 minus R, which is what? 1 minus 2/3 sine squared of theta, should be the smallest, or as small as possible, or the minimum, to get the maximum value of the sum to infinity. And since it's 1 minus something, to get the overall to be the smallest, it means that what? This must be the largest, or the largest possible. And since sine squared has a range, and definitely sine squared should be what? Just 1. So when sine squared is the largest possible value, 1 minus the largest possible value, 1 minus R, will be the smallest possible value. And sine to be squared, sine squared to be 1, it means what? That sine can be just sine can be 1 or -1, and since theta changes from 0 to 2 pi, you can see that it may be pi over 2 when sine is 1, or theta can be 3 pi over 2 when sine is -1, but sine squared will be 1. So theta is pi over 2 or 3 pi over 2. And that's all for this question.